Hi there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my latest layout for Just Nick Studio. And on this layout I've used the Doodle Heart background to cut file. So I wanted to do something slightly different. So these are alcohol inks that you can see on a U-Pro, like a plasticky paper, that both translucent and opaque alcohol inks. I'm just using that puffer to spread the ink around on the paper. It moves very fluidly, so you get a different result every time you do it. So basically I wanted to cut a cut file from the inked paper, which is something I'd not done before, but I thought it'd be absolutely perfect to use with the frame. And I've put this through a silhouette and it cut first time. I set it for chipboard because I knew it would need to be a thicker cut, and it worked really well. I was so pleased. I know this is definitely something I'm going to do again, and I really like the effect it's had on the frame. So in my mind I was going to scrapbook a picture of my daughter when she was a little, and so I got out all my what I'd call baby papers. I tend to keep ranges that are baby orientated together. I've picked out all the ones I thought would be more appropriate. These are both crepe paper. They're a few years old now. I think it's Little One, and I'm trying to think what the other one's called. I think it's Cute Girl. That this is what the background paper's from, and I decided actually, because the frame was quite a vibrant pink, that I wanted to go for the brighter of the two ranges that I'd got in front of me. So I really want to put something inside that frame. I think those flowers work. In the end I think I get the same paper but out of the 6x6 pad, because I wanted more flowers within the frame. So I'm just looking through the ephemera. I mean, I'm sorry to say I hadn't even opened this ephemera from this range. I don't quite know why, but I really like it now I'm doing it. I think it's 2015 or 16 this range came out, and I'm on a mission at the moment to go through and use up as much as I can anyway. So this is a perfect layout for this. So I'm just having a look at the ephemera, seeing what I'd like. I'm looking at running a horizontal line across the cut file, using the similar colours ways that you can already see in the background papers. So I'm picking up out different shapes. I am having a look at the other little range as well to get some paler colours as well, some pinks and some teals to add to this layout. So I'm just taking the backing off this piece of chipboard. I do this a lot because I don't want it to stick down immediately. I'm not very good at sticking anything down immediately, so I tend to take the stickiness off the chipboard, therefore I can move it around as much as I like. So I'm looking at hanging the heart over the edge of the 12x12 and trimming that off. That's why I've done that. That's intentional rather than a mistake. And I'm just looking now for any other bits and pieces that really help me tell my story. But that's the smaller paper, and I really like the way those patterns look, and it will be pieced in two pieces in that frame, but as my ephemera is going to and photo is going to cover across the centre of the frame, you won't actually see in the end that it's two pieces of paper that have been fitted into that frame. So I'm just having a look at this cut apart sheet, seeing if there's anything else that I want to add. I think possibly there's already enough words going on, and I think I had a few more bits. So these are pebbles. Now these are also a little while old, but I really like these, like nappy pins. I think they're a really nice addition. So I've cut them out with the background back plastic intact so that we can actually, again, move them around. Some really nice stickers on these sheets as well, so I'm just double checking. I hate to think I might have missed something, so I always have a good look at everything at least once to see if it can make it on a layout. As I say, I am trying to stash bust, so I'm not going to skimp. If there's something I see and I think it will work, it's going to get added, definitely. So I'm just opening the ephemera from the Little One range just to see if there's any extra bits and pieces that would make it on. That cat is really cute at the top, but I think I've got enough animals going on already. So I really would recommend you check out Just Nick, have a look at their cut files. There's some really lovely files there, and they all cut really well, and there's new ones being added all the time, so it's always worth checking back to see what's new in the shop. And like me, I'm sure you'll find lots of different uses for their cut files. I have to say, I really like the way this is cut out of this plasticky paper. and it's definitely a technique that I'm going to try and use again. I do actually add a little bit more ink to the edges of the frame that are very white and just make it slightly less of a contrast, which is fine. I mean, I didn't know when I actually inked the paper quite where I was going to cut it from, so I don't mind that it's going to need touching up. So as long as I like the way it finishes at the end. So I'm just sorting out, I've put the paper, as you can see, there's a dark line across that heart. It's because I've backed the whole thing with some old craft foam to lift it off the background paper. So I'm just checking that everything still sits nicely covering that line. I brought in a title. It's the word adore. It's Sheenanigans in 3D printed embellishment. It's from a little business that I run myself. I'll leave a link to the website in the words under this video. Obviously, I'd love you to check out my little store and nice little embellishments, just the bits and pieces and titles as well. This heart doodle will be added very shortly to the site as well. And just, yeah, bits, finishing touches to a page. And there's no minimum order, and everything is, I would say, very affordable. So do check me out. That would be fab. Thank you. Sorry, it sounds like a total advert. Going back to this layout, I'm really nearly there in my eyes. Just checking whether there's anything else. I really like the way everything runs across the page. Not totally sure about those black hearts, so I'm looking for an alternative. And I've found a sticker which You Are So Loved. I think that will go over another Sheenanigans heart there. Just that little bit of black just to balance the title. And this is me showing you the close-ups. Off screen I do give it a little splatter of some white dots. This is the close-up, and there's some peaks as well. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you again here, and have a good day. Bye for now.